If you think email marketing is dead, it's probably because you're doing it all wrong. Email marketing actually works better now than ever before. And did you know that email subscribers are 3 times more likely to share your content or convert to sales than social media followers? So while social media algorithms are constantly changing and are really hard to predict, your email list is an asset that you control. So the real question is, how do you make sure that they're actually opening those emails? Well, all it takes is just a little bit of strategy. And you will start seeing results that rival any post on social media. And if you copied the email marketing template from our last Hosting Your Reach video but just don't know what to do with it, then stick around because this video is definitely for you. So today we'll go over the complete strategy framework to get email working for you. Plus, we'll introduce you to the newest features of Hosting Your Reach that can automate your campaigns and get your subscribers actually paying attention without clogging their inbox completely. So you might actually want to get a notepad out for this one and just follow along. So how are you going to approach your email strategy? Well, there are 3 main pillars we're going to break down to help you outline and develop your email marketing strategy. So first is your content, then your audience, and of course your schedule. And these are 3 foundation points you're going to build an email strategy around. And breaking it down like this is perfect for beginners who don't want to overwhelm your subscribers, but easy to scale up if you've already been doing this for a little while and just need a refresh of everything. So first we have content. Now, content is just what it sounds like. What's going in your emails and how are you going to keep your subscribers' attention? Now, your audience is your subscriber list, basically. Now, who are they and what do they want? Really ask these questions. And finally, there's your schedule. When are you sending those emails and why are you sending them? And now let's start building your strategy from the ground up. Okay, so value first means following the golden 80-20 ratio. So 80% of your emails should provide pure value like tips, insights, resources, or just creative inspiration. And 20% should be promotional content. And we'll show you exactly what this looks like in just a little bit. And I know it sounds just a little bit counterintuitive. If you have an online business, why would you focus so much on content? Why not just send promotional emails? Well, that 80% really helps you build trust with your audience, so they know your emails are more than just a money grab, basically. And trust me, no one likes being constantly sold to. It's just a thing. It's boring and really repetitive. So by shifting the focus from promotion to actually value-driven content, you're presenting your subscribers with a place to grow and learn first before bombarding them with promotions. And you kind of have to assume that your subscribers won't see your email content right away and just give them a motive to open that email and click on the links within it. So for 80% of your email, you have to really ask yourself, what value am I providing to my subscribers? And if you can consistently provide that value in those emails, your subscribers will learn it's a good resource to check on a regular basis. And once they actually get in the habit of opening and reading your emails, it will be much easier to keep their attention for the final 20%, which is the promotional content. Now, promotional content is what you want your customers to be paying attention to. These are your revenue drivers, so product launches, limited time offers, and exclusive deals all go into this. And once you've built up some trust, it's a little easier to get your subscribers to actually pay attention to the promotional content. And this is a little bit like the Trojan horse strategy. They know you for your valuable content, so they're more likely to open an email from you anyway. So as long as you emphasize the value, your subscribers won't feel too overwhelmed or annoyed when they actually see a promotion, and instead they will be excited for the new information they're getting. It's almost like you're reframing your product as their solution. So rather than seeing an email that says, hey, buy my product, your customers get a solution to their problems. And listen, not everyone who follows you is motivated by the same thing. There are some subscribers that do want that promotional email, but aren't super interested in getting to know your product. And there are also plenty who already know your product very well, so they don't really want an introduction to your brand once per month. And as you actually get to know your audience through analytics and data, you'll start to separate them into actual categories so you can control what kind of content they see. And it's really less about what you're sending and more about who is reading them. And there are plenty of ways to segment your audience in order to send emails strategically. And some that require more data than others, but when you're just starting out, there's a very easy way of dividing up your audience to really understand who they are. So basically, there's new subscribers and then there's active subscribers. And that's basically all you need to start with. So you'll stick to your 80-20 content rule, and all you're going to do is add a welcome campaign to your new subscribers. And this welcome campaign, they will get along with your regular content. So actually managing a welcome email campaign can be a little bit tricky. I mean, you want the email to land in your subscribers' inbox really soon after they actually sign up. But it can be hard to manually keep up with all of your new subscribers. I mean, what if they're in a different time zone and you just can't send an email right away? Well, that's why Hosting Your Reach, which is our email marketing platform, has come up with an automation to help you connect with new subscribers straight away. So the welcome email automation is really easy to set up right from within your Reach dashboard. All you're gonna have to do is just head over to the automations in the sidebar to set it up and just do it through there. So select your trigger. In this case is going to be all new subscribers, and just hit generate template to create your welcome email. And that's basically it. And here you'll see a very familiar Reach chat box that will help you create a welcome newsletter that fits perfectly with your brand. You can either use our pre-written prompt or write your own to add all the details that you want, knowing that your branding will match it. And I mean, in just 1 minute, you'll see a ready-to-send email that you can refine by reprompting or editing the content directly from Reach. And once you're completely happy with the look and feel of your welcome email, just hit Start Automation right over here and you're all set. Literally that simple. And you can also send a test email within the chat to make sure everything is working well. But once the automation has started, your new subscribers will get a message in their inbox. And you can put all of your focus on crafting your wider email strategy. Now, if you want to give the welcome emails a try, you can upgrade your free Reach plan with a 10% off using the discount code down below in the description, so make sure to check it out. Okay guys, now let's talk about the tricky part. How do you get your subscribers' attention without actually overwhelming them? Now here, consistency is key and often beats out frequency when it comes to keeping your audience engaged. Now, planning out your content schedule helps you see the big picture to plan promotional campaigns and balance them out with value-driven content. And it also keeps you consistent and accountable and makes it easier to automate your email campaigns. And I mean, when you're actually starting out, it's a really good idea to stick to 1 email per week on the same day and time each and every week. And you can just grow from there. But I'm sure you're wondering, when is the best time to send your email campaigns? Well, strategically speaking, the best time to send your emails is on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, anywhere between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., according to your target time zone. So you might be thinking, why are these specific times the best to send emails? Well, it is proven to be the best time to catch people when they're not too busy and not too distracted. Tuesdays through Thursday is the middle of the day and it strikes a balance between weekend mode and work mode. So you're catching your audience after they've done the Monday catch-up and before the Friday rush, which is perfect to capitalize on a moment of distraction. And this is exactly where Hosting Your Reach comes in handy. With the new Schedule Send feature, you can create email campaigns in advance and schedule them to be sent at a later date, which is super useful. And you can even specify the exact time that you want it to be sent out and to optimize that engagement and open those rates. And all you have to do is create a new campaign, and before you send it out, select schedule send and choose the exact date and time in the pop-up calendar that you'll see there, and that's literally it. Now you can just sit back and relax and know that your email is going out the perfect time without you having to remember to hit that send button all the time. Okay, but let's just think about this for a moment. So you're not actually going to be sending out the same email, week over week. So what should you do to create a content schedule that drives results? Well, what you're gonna do is use the rhythm method, a consistent cycle of content types to keep customers engaged and naturally introduce sales opportunities. And you might just want to pause the screen for this one and take a few notes right here because we're gonna go through all of it. So as you can see, week 1, for example, this is just an example, is gonna be educational content. This campaign is going to identify and solve a problem for your customers. Now, week 2, for example, is story time. So you're going to build a connection with your customers that softly introduces your product as the solution. And this can be anything from highlighting a previous customer's experience or testimonials to a case study that really highlights the benefits of using your product. Now, week 3 is resource roundup time. You're going to provide massive value to your customers by just highlighting related resources about the problem you identified in week 1 and reinforced in week 2. And you'll include your product in this one, but it won't be the main star of the show, of course. Instead, you're going to focus on providing value in external resources. And now we've come to week 4, as you can see. Now here comes soft promotion. Here is where you introduce your solution. So by now, you've built up trust with your audience and you've already proven that your emails provide actual value for them. So they'll be more likely to open and read and follow up on the product or promotion in the last email. Okay, and I know all of this might be a lot of information and a little bit confusing, but let me show you how this works with just a quick example. So let's say you have an online shop selling custom jewelry and your next campaign is to promote your summer collection. So your 4-week cycle may look something like this. So let's get into it. So let's say week 1, we title how to layer a necklace like a stylist. So as you can see, first you're going to teach your subscribers something they can use today with jewelry they already own. So it's gonna be how to layer necklaces or style a jewelry stack, basically, something like that. So there's no selling, just pure value for your customers. And sure, you'll use your own pieces in the photos, that's just smart branding, but the focus is on helping them solve their styling problem. And they're learning this from you, so you're actually building trust with your clients. Okay, so this is the week, like the week 2 is where we get really personal. Share the story of the designer behind your pieces and her inspiration behind the designs. Maybe the designer shares their mood board or talks about how they source ethical materials. I mean, you're personalizing your brand to your audience by introducing them to the face behind the name. And there's no hard sell here, but the designer might share her favorite pieces from the upcoming collection if it comes in a very natural, conversational tone. Now, week 3, you can title it something like your summer jewelry care guide or DIY cleaning solution recipe or something like that. Now, week 3 is your value bomb email. You're literally going to give them a recipe they can make at home, not something they have to necessarily buy to clean any jewelry, not just yours. And they'll save the email and maybe even forward it to a friend or two, and they'll start seeing your brand for more than just buying cute jewelry. And I mean, they'll know that they can really trust you because rather than trying to sell them something, you've given them useful information for absolutely free. And now we've circled to week 4, which you can title something like Introducing the Summer Collection. Now, finally, the promotion is here. But now it feels like a more natural progression from introducing your customer to the pieces and the designer, plus sharing how they'll actually care for it. And throughout the process, you've been building anticipation, but without hitting your subscribers over the head with sales-driven tactics. But since you've been using photos of the collection, they're still very familiar with it, but you've also built up some trust with the customer. I mean, since they know you're not just selling everything to them. And you've also opened up 4 different opportunities for your customers to click through and discover your brand. And that is basically what the rhythm method will look like. Over 4 weeks, you've created 4 different opportunities for your subscribers to visit your site, and each different from the last. And only one was direct selling, you know. After week 4, you'll start the cycle again with a different angle, and you can get more specific by featuring a single piece from a collection, let's say, or get more broad and make it about gift guides or something like that. And you know, this rhythm, it keeps going, and your subscribers know what to expect, but they aren't getting the same thing each and every week. And just remember that this isn't a rigid formula. Once you see your analytics, you might find that your subscribers are opening more of the storytelling emails than tutorials, for example. And that's completely okay. Maybe just replace one of the resource-driven emails with another story for a cycle or 2, not for the whole thing, and just see how that works. I mean, the whole idea here is to adjust the rhythm, but keep a balance of giving more than actually asking for. Okay, but now writing 4 completely new emails every week, well, that's going to burn you out pretty fast. Now, here's a smart approach. Create one template for each content type and pure set. That's it. And hosting your Reach's AI-powered content tool makes this super easy. I mean, you'll build 4 reusable templates. I mean, one for educational content, one for Storytime, one for resource Roundup, and one for soft promotion. And then each week you just grab the right template and customize the content. And let's say maybe you're sending educational content this week. Well, then you just open up that template, hit edit content, swap in your new topic, and you're set. And the structure stays the same, but the content is super fresh. And if you want a step-by-step guide to creating email templates with hosting your Reach, just make sure to check out our previous video right over here. The link will also be in the description down below. Okay guys, once you've got the email templates all set up and your scheduled emails are rolling out, you have to start paying attention to a few key pieces of data here. That way you can later adjust your marketing strategy as you go along. And very thankfully, Reach shows you exactly what email marketing metric you should be tracking, and even provides a little bit of an explanation for each of the metrics. If you hover over the little info icon right there, you'll see it. It's very easy to find. And it really focuses your attention on the 3 main metrics, which are open rate, click rate, and click to open rate. Now, these 3 metrics show you the most essential information that you need when starting out with email marketing. So basically, the 3 are how many people are opening your email, how many are clicking on a link, and the relationship between those 2 numbers, basically. And from here, you can track and start to really understand a little more information about what is working and what needs to change. Just for example, if let's say your open rate is low, it means you need to improve the subject line of your email to make it way more compelling to users. So try adding a number or asking a question, or just creating some mystery with the subject line so it really stands out in your subscribers' inbox. Now for low click rates, you need to make sure that your links are just impossible to miss. Make sure it appears in multiple places in the email, and change the color to something that really stands out in the background. And you can also make the button text super specific, as if it's answering a question asked by your CTA. Now, click to open is the golden metric here, guys, because it really tells you exactly how compelling your content is. I mean, it's kind of like the conversion rate on your online store. So basically, how many of your users are motivated to click on the email's links. And this is purely based on your content. So to improve your CTOR, examine what is going on in your emails. Read them out loud to yourself and make sure they sound personal and actually human. Or review your content strategy altogether. Maybe you're doing something wrong. Like, for example, maybe the rhythm method may not just be working for your subscribers, and that's totally okay. It's far from the only strategy out there, but it's a really great place to start because it teaches you how to balance value and promotion systematically. But whatever you do though, don't try to change everything all at once. Just focus on one metric and send out test emails as you're making adjustments. And the template feature in Reach actually makes it quite easy to do A/B testing with your emails. You can start from the basic template and change key details to send out 2 campaigns at the same time, selecting exactly which subscribers will receive which campaign. And then you can just keep an eye on the metrics and compare how they're doing, which is just super useful. Okay, well, guys, that was a whole lot of information, and honestly, we've just barely scratched the surface with what you can do with email marketing and with Hostinger's Reach. So feel free to go back and rewatch today's video with your notebook handy because there is a lot to note down. And remember, this isn't a rule book, it's just a guide to get you started from the beginning. I mean, email is the closest connection you have to your customers and can be a dynamic way of responding to your subscribers and promotional needs. But it really does take strategy to take it to the next level. And if you want to start diving just a little deeper into the online marketing world, make sure to check out our video, this one right here, about AI, SEO, and the evolution of online search. But whatever you decide to do, the best time to get started is right now. And trust me, just really trust me on this. Your future self will thank you. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.